We fairy children, lost and wild, Dad punishes us, each and every child. But we are feral children, we thrive on chaos. Dad may try to punish us, he will never tame us. Hell in the cell, hell in the cell. It's Dad's test of might. All kids will go in to fight. There is only one survivor. Bring a shiver, a screwdriver. Punishment is kinetic dance. Leotard moving in a trance. It's the feral children's penance, watching camel toes prance. My Auntie Deb is a whore. We are feral children, lost and wild. Dad punishes us, each and every child. But we are feral children, we thrive on chaos. Dad may try to punish us, he will never tame us. My Auntie Deb is a fucking whore. Hell in the cell, hell in the cell. Test of might. All kids will go in to fight. There is only one survivor. Bring a shiver, a screwdriver. Punishment is kinetic dance. Leotards moving in a trance. It's the feral children's penance, watching camel toes prance. Auntie fucking Deb is a goddamn whore. But we are feral children, we thrive on chaos. Dad may try to punish us, he will never tame us.
Ribbon, 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 ribbon.
Who gets hotter than hot pop?
Yeah, don't adjust your eyes, fellas. Pharaohs. It's Hugin cough cough. Yes, I'm in a frog suit. No, you cannot pull this off. Let's get it down.
Okay, let's go.
To the park, green fleece on my back, Velcro under the chin. Yeah, I'm carrying the track. Right, please slow. Tail wagging to the snare. All the alphas looking mad, but I really do not care. See a Doberman flexing, trying to guard his little clique. I just hop over a puddle, leave him looking mighty sick. You a basic brown mutt. I'm a neon amphibian, stepping in the dog club, changing the meridian. Your bark is kind of loud, but your bite is just a joke. I don't even got a growl. I just hit him with the croak.
That's my voice of life.
Hop, 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 make way for Hugin. Green suit on, yeah, I'm wildin', I'm proving. Your boy's looking tragic, my swagger is magic. I'm taking your bitches, it's honestly classic. Yeah, I said it, the fattest got to hear me, God. Leave your boys, cause at least got them living large. Yeah, walk past the water bowl, give a little wink. Got a poodle and a bug, both offering a drink. Your boyfriends are sniffing each other's jump out of tree trunk. These bitches want a prince, well I'm the green prince of funk. Got a Frenchie on my left, got a husky on my right. I'm looking so fly, I'm looking out of sight. I'm a cold-blooded killer in a warm-blooded body, rolling through the dog park, turning it into a party. Y'all are chasing tennis balls, I'm chasing finer things like a reservation for two, fit for a frog king. Pop, 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 make way for Hugin. Green suit on, yeah, I'm wildin', I'm grooving. Your boy's looking tragic, my swagger is magic. I'm taking your bitches, it's honestly classic. Yeah, I said it, the fattest been to them and y'all. Be the horse on the leash, got it living large. I wanna mention Marcus, cause he's on this track. I'm flying, I'm floating like Shaq. I know for a fact I'm not on Epstein's list. I got my own feel with the bitches I kiss. I ain't got ticks, my DJ's beat matching. I ain't got fleas, that's my DJ that's scratching. I got mojo, I got swagger, I strut right past you, dog. You just a silly mutt. Bitches be thirsty, I'm they man's nightmare. The Dow is at 50, so I don't care.
I don't remember signing on to this. I was once inside Hugin until Dad gave him his hard-earned
Make way for Hugin. Green suit on, yeah, I'm wildin', I'm groovin'. Your boy's looking tragic, my swagger is magic. I'm taking your bitches, it's honestly classic. Yeah, I said it, the father students in they line. Me the boy, you're the lead. Pharaoh chat. Ernie, Birdie, Mitty, Claudia, Tiff, Darlene. Wish I could fit everyone into this song. Yeah, Amra, Tish, Toms, Steven, Satan, damn it, Kevin, you wrong. Ladies, you don't gotta get all bent. Cougar's more fresh than 50 Cent. You might not think he's cool, you might not think he's nifty, but Coogan don't count. Cause Down Jones at 50, we out.
He said it, we out.
Hey, where are you from, ma'am? Where are you from?
Io sono from Italia. Viva Italia, per favore, la lure, mezzo mare, mamma mia, da maritare. Ciacinca, buah. Figlia mia da fantasia, mamma mia, se faccio tu.
I can't understand her. I think she might be French.
Just before the first flakes fell, people in North Mecklenburg County prepared to be snowed in for the weekend, but agree a weekend wave of snow will mean less people on the slick roads.
We'll probably sit around and cook some soups and eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
Also on Chef was Constance Landry. She says she's lived here her entire life, almost 80 years, been through just about everything.
Ain't no 80 years old.
Well, just about. I'm sorry, Miss Constance. 76 to be exact.
No, 75.
75. Are you coming back to New Orleans and New Orleans East?
Is the elephant heavy? I'm coming back, baby.
But no matter how many times some people try this dance, they just can't seem to get it. But not this reporter, huh?
No two left feet for you.
That's right. Can you show me that move one more time?
Well, there are no mistakes, just variations.
Okay.
It goes like this. Swivel, swivel, kick, kick.
Okay, I think I got it. Okay.
Woo-hoo! No, that's a
Get in.
variation.
And stay with me, because I'm going to do one of these things.
You thought we forgot, baby. We're back, baby. Baby doll, I brought you something wonderful from Country 94 point, whatever her shirt says. And it's called Dance Kinetics. And it's the only thing that will make Big Turd's cold go away. So today, I must insist, everybody take your shoes off. Get in the center of your carpet or wood or tiled floor or concrete if you're me. And I need you to do Dance Kinetics. It's like Tinkerbell clapping. It's the only thing that'll work. It's the only thing that'll work. Also, hey bitches, how are y'all doing? How is everybody doing? Steven Earmuffs, listen, we're going back in time today. Because I feel like we need to get back to our roots. It's been a rough week for your dad. I had to go to family court. Just kidding. Your beach mom's fighting me for custody. In all seriousness, it's been a rough week, and I feel like we need to go back to Dance Kinetics or genetics. If you want to get weird with it, okay, Mia. How is Haid? Hello, Dick's Gun. Hello, everybody. I see Foxy. Foxy is here. I haven't seen Foxy in a while. Hello, Foxy Amazon. How are you? I see Ernie Birdie is here. Angela, Mia, everybody's here. Listen. Dance Kinetics. Hello, Derek. Derek, I don't think you were around for Dance Kinetics. Dance Kinetics are a thing that white people do in New York. It is a punishment, but it is also a gift because it calluses us. It makes us harder on the inside and outside. It's disturbing. It's disturbing. Okay? And you have that crazy squatter lady up your stairs. Did she do Dance Kinetics? Did she? Dance Kinetics does involve squatting of a different kind. It also involves throwing suckets. And I feel like we haven't thrown enough suckets lately. We haven't done Dance Kinetics in a while. We haven't. Yeah, Derek, this is going to hurt. Okay, tonight's going to hurt, but work with the pain. Work through the pain. I've been watching a lot of Caitlin Clark, and I think she's onto something. The more pain we feel, the harder our calluses are. You're not too late for the second move. We're about to get to it. Are you guys ready? Old dirty bastard OB uncut. That's right. I'm not circumcised. Here we go.
Anytime some people try this dance, they just can't seem to get it. But not this reporter, huh?
No two left feet for you.
That's right. Can you show me that move one more time?
Well, there are no mistakes, just variations.
Okay.
It goes like this. Swivel, swivel, kick, kick.
There are no mistakes, just variations. Swivel, swivel, kick, kick. Let's go back so Derek can memorize that. Okay, there are no mistakes, just variations. Remember that. You can never make mistakes, but you can make mistakes if I am hungry. Here we go.
That's right. Can you show me that move one more time?
Well, there are no mistakes, just variations.
Okay.
It goes like this. Swivel, swivel, kick, kick.
Okay, I
Got
think I
that?
got it. Okay. Woo-hoo!
No, that's a
Get in.
variation.
And stay with me because I'm going to do one of these things. Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo!
Now, for those of you who missed Mr. Ha-hoo here, aka Bob Wiltfong, respect him. Put some respect on his name, please. His name is Bob Wiltfong. Put respect on his name. Get better, turd. Put respect on Turd's name as well, please. Please. I said please, so now you have to do it. Put respect on Bob's name. Why? Because he does TED Talks. And I think you have to be rich to do that or something. We have to respect the rich so we can eat them later. Okay? You need to put... He's also a stand-up comedian. Good for him.
That I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's the issue?
Ain't no issue. If it was an issue, you'll feel me. I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
Man, I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Yeah, but I'm the radio guy. Why pull up on the radio guy? Don't act tough with the radio guy.
I hear my nigga. Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. That's right.
Finish, y'all done. Okay? I've got that blueberry yum yum and oh good. You remember that song? You remember that? Put some respect on his name, or he will get Trick Daddy. And he will pull up. By the way, that was real footage of Bob Wiltfong now. That is what he looks like now. He looks like Birdman, and he talks a lot of shit. Here we go.
Okay, I think I got it. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Did I get it?
Not quite.
Nano says the technique helps people find their natural rhythm and encourages self-expression. The music varies as much as the movements. Students bounce, kick, and jump around.
And suck it, suck it, suck it. See? Old Grimace here. Miss Perp, Big Perp. She's throwing suck it. Watch.
African,
Suck it,
Latin,
suck it,
and
suck
rock
it,
music.
suck it. Now she's putting her hands up. Let's watch one more time as they jump side to side. Okay. As they jump side to side in a room that clearly smells good. Okay. And they try to spar with each other. And Big Perp throws them suckets.
Helps people find their natural rhythm and encourages self-expression. The music varies as much as the movements. Students bounce, kick, and jump around to African, Latin, and
You want to
rock.
know how Rex Heuermann became as evil as he is? He didn't do these dance kinetics. Doing dance kinetics gives you friends, and you can throw suckets at them, and it's fine. And then you don't want to murder. I'm assuming that had he done his dance kinetics, maybe we wouldn't be in the position we're in today. Seeing him in court, or not in court, with crutches. Seeing him in prison, in jail, wherever he is. Fuck him.
Rock music. They even climb on top of each other. One student says dance kinetics has benefited her more than she could have ever imagined. For an hour and 15 minutes, these students...
Fact. This is how the FBI turned Derek gay. This is the party left out. Derek, can you confirm? Did they make you do dance kinetics? If they did, you have a lawsuit, and I'd like you to talk to a woman named Megan and Megan today. Megan and Megan, she's our lawyer. But when she's not available, we get this guy.
Your Honor, DeFerk, Miss Janice. Judge Athens. Your Honor, this is so unfair. Your Honor, I think I want to appeal. Your Honor. Your Honor, stop. This is propaganda. Your Honor, this is fake. Don't believe what they say.
Your Honor, he did his dance kinetics. Your Honor, I must insist. Throw this out. It's fake. It's propaganda, Your Honor. You know what? I'd like to ask my first witness to the stand. Her name is Me.
My father gets a job at the Palm Restaurant. My Uncle Junior works there, who was a Jehovah's Witness, believe it or not. He went from Catholic to Jehovah. So basically, my grandmother wanted us all to switch from Catholic to Jehovah. Meanwhile, we're from Harlem. My father's doing coke. My mother thinks she's Aunt Margaret. She's teasing the hair with a bottle of vodka. So dysfunctional, cross-addicted family, still cooking pasta on Sundays. And the meatballs, they wind up being burnt.
Cross-addicted. Addicted to crosses. Okay. Saba. The way she talks is so good. It's so good. Cross-addicted family.
My father gets a job at the Palm Restaurant. My Uncle Junior works there, who was a Jehovah's Witness, believe it or not. He went from Catholic to Jehovah. So basically, my grandmother wanted us all to switch from Catholic to Jehovah. Meanwhile, we're from Harlem. My father's doing coke. My mother thinks she's Aunt Margaret. She's teasing the hair with a bottle of vodka. So dysfunctional, cross-addicted family, still cooking pasta on Sundays.
Pasta on Sundays. Still cooking. Let me get it. Still cooking pasta on Sundays. I'll figure it out. Cross-addicted family still cooking pasta on Sundays. We'll get it. No, I think religious. Lickum Lisa. That's her now. You cook pasta on Sunday? Good. Did he like it? Anti-pasta or pro-pasta?
Escape from their daily grind and leave feeling rejuvenated. In Northport, Alyssa Coleman, News 12, Long Island.
Oh, that's not for everybody.
It's not the dance kinetics. It's poor Bob Butler, this kid from Kansas or wherever you're from.
I have never seen anything like that in my life.
All right.
But I'm sorry. I'm sure it's a great thing. Just not for some people, I guess. Woo!
Actually, it looks like great exercise. It looks like a lot of...
Bye, everybody.
Poor Bob Wiltfong. Listen, we need to get back to our roots, people. Speaking of roots, our non-consensual sponsor. They don't want me to sponsor them. I haven't asked. But they haven't asked me, so I'm presuming. But Clearly Canadian Summer Strawberry is back along with an orange flavor. And it comes in can now. Now, normally I wouldn't try a canned drink because little fact that maybe you guys don't know, Hugin, terrified of cans. He's in the other room right now. But if I were to hold this up and go, can, he would run. He would freak out. He does not like cans. He finds it very threatening. It might be the crunch. I don't know. But Clearly Canadian, now in can, I think it's 10 packs. Very tasty, tastes exactly like in the bottle. Yes, that's right. And not only is Summer Strawberry back, and not only do they have these Red Bull-sized cans of Clearly Canades, of clearly cheating on curling. Just kidding. I'm so sorry. They also have different flavors, and they have sugar-free now for the diabetic who likes to feel Canadian. And you can get a pineapple flavor, which pisses me off because that's my favorite flavor of everything, but they only have it sugar-free. And I can taste that shit. I don't like the saccharine taste, but clearly touching a stone. Dude, stop it. I won't make that a shirt. Clearly touch the stone. You fucking stone touching Canadians. By the way, another golf fight happened. A woman was involved. And I thought it was the same fucking people because of how they sound. They sounded exactly like the ones before. It was like the same thing. Different couple, different angle. Exact same situation. Fucking wild. I need to go back and find it so we can watch it and compare the two. Does that guy... There was a different couple there, but there might have been the same guy because it sounded exactly like him. And they even did there was even the punching while yelling out like boom, boom, boom type of like bam, bam, bam. And it was like, whoa. And it wasn't like a remake. Like it happened. Like this woman was like, please fucking stop. It was crazy. So we have to watch that soon. I need to find that because that blew my mind. I was like, if it is the same guy, does he just wait at the golf course and like, is it Red Deer, right? Alberta? Does he just wait at the course and just beat people's asses? We might have to because it's so wildly similar. Yeah, we have to. It's fucking crazy. But we have something crazier today, believe it or not. In fact, we have a lot of crazy stuff. Let me pull open. I even have a document. Okay. I have a document, a Google document where I had to make a list because there is so much shit going on right now. Some of the things I'll spoil it for you. Oh my eye. Fuck. It's still, I definitely scratched my cornholio or my cornea, whatever you want to call it the other day. And I've been healing. So there's a couple of things that have happened that we have to talk about. First of all, Melania and the robot. If you haven't seen it, holy shit. Apparently all the problems with education, they're not going to be solved by Linda McMahon, but Melania and a weird robot are going to fix them. And them walking up to some education seminar panel is insane. I'll show you in a minute. It's really crazy. So Melania and the robot has happened this week. Also, a bill passed in the Senate to, I believe, regulate Congress from buying stocks or something. And they decided to name it the Nancy Pelosi bill. Now, normally I'd get sassy and be like, rude, fuck you. But I don't hate that idea. I just wish they did it for the Senate and the president and everyone. And I thought that was kind of rude, although she does fuck around with stocks and has done bad shit, like as far as stocks go. So, kind of crazy. That happened. What else? Oh, yeah. Data farms, AI, uranium farming. We talked a little bit about it. We didn't get that much into it. I'm going to show you a Queen Bey who is doing probably the most patriotic shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to show you a woman in Kentucky who was offered more money than she's probably ever seen, more money than she'll probably ever be offered for anything, for her land so that they could build, I believe it was a data AI farming community. We're going to look at this story. I want you to see the interview they did with her. This woman is straight up like, fuck you. No. And her reason for not taking a payout that was, it was like 7 or 10 times more than the land was worth, or even offering to rent it out, is beautiful. And I love her. And there's been an uprising in people who are not putting up with this bullshit. What bullshit? Data farms, AI mining, mining for uranium, or AI farms, data farms, mining for uranium, poisoning the water to build fucking batteries, nuclear warhead factories, ice fucking facilities that are literally the exact same number that were built by the Nazis to house detained Jews. And then they were secretly killing them. And it started out with 2 and then 4 and then a shitload. And what's interesting is it's like the exact same number that they tried to set up. And that really bothers me. But what also bothers me is that there have been, 28 people, like 2 weeks ago was the count, who have been killed in an ICE facility, in not just Dilley, but in facilities around the country. Some of them are people who are Americans who were put in there falsely. And now I think the number's over 40. So the numbers are going up for people getting murdered in these facilities. Why do I say that? They're being deprived of medication. They're being deprived of even going outside, medical treatment. One guy, I think, had an asthma attack and died. Somebody else didn't get treated for a tooth infection and died. They took one guy who was blind and elderly and sick, and they scooped him up. I scooped him up because they got the wrong guy. And then when they realized, oops, we picked up this fucking blind guy who is elderly, who is disabled. We got the wrong guy. We fucked up his name. What did they do? They dropped him off at a fucking Dunkin' Donuts or some shit, some place that was, it was like a donut shop type of place that was closed in a fucking blizzard, and he died. So we're seeing a lot of that happen, and it's terrifying. And the amount of people who are standing up and saying, I'm not going to allow my community to accept this bullshit. We're not going to let you build an ICE facility here. I don't care if you bought the building. You have to get that approved, don't you? So people are going, they're standing up to their city council, their select boards, they're fucking going to city hall, and they're talking shit, and they're saying, fuck you, no, no, no. Even when city council and fucking select boards vote on it, people are fighting back. And what is happening? We're seeing in San Marcos, the AI fucking data farm that was supposed to be set up that was going to destroy the environment. They already said yes. They were like, yep. The city council, everybody was like, sure, come on in. What did the people do? They fought back and they said, fuck no. And they showed up and they told everyone, you're not going to do that here. And guess what? Shut that shit down real fast. And they've been doing that in communities all across the country. In New Jersey, there's a big fight right now over an ICE facility being built. In Kentucky, in Tennessee, in Alabama, there are undoubtedly a lot of people who think it's a great idea. Sure, farm uranium here. Sure, mine uranium here. It's not going to affect us. And then they find out at these city council meetings when they're getting to the fine tooth comb type of shit, going through all of the data that's being given on what it does to their community, discovering 250,000 tons, like tons of uranium dust is going to get dumped into their communities. Looking at the amount of places where people have high cancer rates, where that has happened before, these communities are saying, fuck no. And I love this for us. If we can only get ICE out of TSA, that would be great. But this shit's starting to work. Fighting back is starting to work. And I want you to see somebody who has the balls to turn down a shitload of money because she's thinking about her community over her. And I love her for it. So we're going to watch that later. Also, some internet kids, people who have YouTube videos and do all this stuff, who go out and explore, I guess, urban exploration, which we've talked about, which I absolutely love, decided that they found Epstein's jet. And they found it. That is Epstein's jet. And it was, I believe, in the middle of the woods, just abandoned. They might have been on government property. I don't know what the deal is there. But one thing's for sure, his jet, the Lolita Express, hadn't been searched yet. I don't believe there was a search warrant served on it. So there's a lot of shit in there that hasn't been looked at or touched. And they don't intend to investigate it further, apparently. And these kids broke into the jet and they filmed stuff that they found. And what's even crazier is there is a tit ball. What is a tit ball? It is a ball, a squishy ball for like anxiety, which I probably need, but not a tit one, shaped like a tit, like a human lady's tit. And what's interesting is, you know, those pictures of Prince Andrew hovering over that girl and playing on the floor with her while she clearly looks asleep? The tit ball is in that picture. And these kids found the jet, broke into it, and filmed what they found. And they found the tit ball. And that's real. And we're going to look at that video too. What the fuck? It is a shortened version. I will find the longer one and post a link to it. But oh my God. It is a titty stress ball. And I was thinking about it and I was like, that's kind of, is that why we have tits? Are we supposed to just sit here and squeeze them all day and be unstressed? Because it's not working. Anyway, that happened. Yes. Wow, indeed. Also, I saw Foxy Amazon. Thank you for gifting one Oblivious Benson membership. Guess what you get? Guess what you get? You're going to get a special treat. You get a little treat from Dad. You know why? Because
I make nothing. Zero. Zilch. By the time I pay all my scientists, all my people in my research department, lab coats, it's a wash. Well, why you do it then, baby Billy? Well, because I'm selfless.
Because I'm selfless. And you're also going to get one of these.
really fall.
Mia, it's called winning, babe. It's called winning, babe. That's how you win. It's the only way. It's the only way. I will try to make that happen. I will star that so I remember. Now it's time to say our prayers, because after we talk about those things, okay, we're going to talk about, here, let me pull myself up for this one. We're going to talk about 2 crazy fucking stories, okay? We're going to talk about 2 of the craziest stories I've seen. This is going to be a challenge for me. This is going to be very hard for me to get through, because the title of everything I could find on this, every title was, as a comedian, it is very hard to know boundaries so that I'm not offensive or insulting, but also keeping you entertained, but also at the same time getting my point across. And that's the comedian side of me, not the OSINT side of me, okay? The nosy, let me tell you about crime side. But sometimes those things converge, because you see a headline and you say how. And you say what? And you say why? And you go, are you fucking with me right now? And then you go, this must be The Onion. And then it's real. And then you have to be careful, because, again, even though it's real, it's shocking and it makes no sense. And it's like, why? Why? Why is this a headline? Why did this happen to anyone ever? And I saw 2 of those this week. And I said, we have to talk about these. We have to talk about these because these are very concerning. We have to talk about these because this shouldn't ever be a headline. And also, I'm going to show you a cult, because it's not just Ghislaine and Jeffrey anymore that are really into the lost city of Atlantis. It's crazy people who have come upon money and want to start cults in the desert that really are also into Atlantis. And we're going to talk about that and an opportunity, maybe. I don't want to encourage you to go join another cult, but if it's what you think you should do, we'll do it. Also, okay, let's just get to, okay, so here's the titles of the shit I read this week that these are the main points that we're here today, okay? There's a thing called Cornhole. If you don't know what Cornhole is a game that is played at bars, typically, or like in backyards of rich white people's barbecues. A lot of frat kids play it. If you've never seen it before, I'll show it to you real quick. Let me remove what I have up, and I'm going to show you what Cornhole is. This is how you play Cornhole. We have a bar here in Austin called The Cornhole that is literally just for cornholing. It's a frat party thing. It's almost like, what is it? The beer cups or whatever it's called. So this is how you play Cornhole, in case you've never seen it. All right. And this is how they do it at championship games.
Better hope it doesn't hit.
Oh!
That's the best.
I'm just kidding. So that isn't actually how you play Cornhole. I mean, it is, but you don't put dads under it and you don't let the beanbag hit him in the dick. But I did think that was a fun version of it. This is one way you play Cornhole. That's a great point. This is one way you could play it. Typically people aren't under the Cornhole board, but I thought it was fun. So there is a person who is a Cornhole champion, and they have no arms or legs. Now Cornhole requires throwing a beanbag at a hole. So right away I thought, wait, Quadruple Amputee is a Cornhole champion? And then the ending of, I'm sorry, Then the ending says he shot someone. So now I'm going, wait. How does he cornhole, but also he shot someone with a gun? And then I saw him and I went, what? How? No. And then it turns out there's videos all over Facebook of him shooting guns, shooting bow staffs, loading a weapon. Yeah, while driving. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. In a Tesla while driving. It wasn't in self-drive mode. He's driving it. So he's driving a Tesla, shooting a gun with no arms or legs, and he happens to be a quadruple amputee cornhole champion. The multitasking is amazing. What's even crazier is there were two people in the back seat of the car who watched this shit go down. Somehow couldn't stop him. Now, I watched the videos of Cornhole Killer loading and unloading a weapon and shooting various types of guns. It takes him a minute. He can do it. Takes him a while. I have a lot of questions. We're going to get into that. I don't know if he was high, and I don't know why they would stop him or wouldn't. He is very talented. We can all agree he's very talented. I'm sorry, I burped into the mic a little bit. It's the clearly Canudes. They're getting to me. I have lots of questions as well. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have answers. I think this is amazing and sad. Whoever got shot, sad. Unless they're a bad guy, then good, I guess. If they were trying to rob him or take his cornhole, I don't know. I just know that someone's dead. It's this guy's fault. Now, how did he lose his arms and legs? He got a staph infection when he was little, and they had to lop him off. So now he looks like Maggie in the starfish suit. Is he amazing at cornhole? Yeah. He's actually really fucking good. But what's even more amazing is all the videos of him climbing trees and doing things that I never thought I'd see someone with no arms and legs do. He's got the Oscar Pistorius situation going on below. Oscar Pistorius killed someone. Okay, but also he had arms, so it's complicated. This guy did a lot, okay? He's a piece of shit for killing someone, again, unless that person, like, maybe they molested a kid or they attacked him. If they didn't, if they're just an innocent person who was killed by this guy, which I think they were, then fuck him. But also, how? How did he do this? Why? Not only that, he told the couple in the back of the vehicle, I need you to help me get rid of this guy or get rid of the body. And they said no, and they got out of the car. And then he drove 100 miles away. And en route, he managed to dump the body himself. So he also dumped a body, which was surely like twice his fucking weight. People can do amazing things when they put their minds to it, but you shouldn't sometimes. Especially when the amazing thing is also involves doing something heinous. Like, maybe don't. So just to be clear, a guy with no arms and no legs who is a champion at throwing things in a hole at a great distance was in Maryland. And he has people in the back of a car that he's driving. And he somehow kills a guy in the front seat and then dumps the body on his own with a handgun. So that happened. Then the other thing that we're going to go over is the Gator couple. There is a couple. Let me just read you this headline, okay? Let me just read you this headline right quick. As soon as I find it. Florida man and woman arrested. Let me show you this picture. You need to get an idea of what we're working with here, okay? So let's look at their picture real quick, and then I'll read you the headline. So this is the couple that we're also going to talk about. Do you see them? They look great. They're cute. They look perfect for each other. They're cute. She looks very in love. He looks so in love. Like, will they, won't they, right? Will they, won't they? So that's the couple, okay? Now let's talk about what this couple did, okay? Here's the headline. Florida man and woman arrested after pickleball brawl involving alligator and golf cart chase at a retirement community. Florida man and woman arrested after a pickleball brawl involving an alligator and a golf cart chase at a retirement community. Okay. So that happened. So we're also going to look at that. We're going to look at that. I need to know what that is. Why? What happened? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's get into it. We cannot get into it, however, until we say our motherfucking prayers. I hope you guys are ready. It's a pickleball brawl, y'all. Here we go.
Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight for all your blessings. You said in all things give thanks. So we want to thank you tonight for these mighty machines that you brought before us. Thank you for the Dodges and the Toyotas. Thank you for the Fords. And most of all, we thank you for Roush and Yates partnering to give us the power that we see before us tonight. Thank you for GM Performance Technology and the R07 engines. Thank you for Sunoco Racing Fuel and Goodyear tires that bring performance and power to the track. Lord, I want to thank you for my smoking hot wife tonight, Lisa. My two children, Eli and Emma, or as we like to call them, the little E's. Lord, I pray you bless the drivers and use them tonight. May they put on a performance worthy of this great track. In Jesus' name, boogity, boogity, boogity. Amen.
All right. And if we have time, we are going to be watching an interview with one Mr. Marcus. Why? Because somebody, I believe Robert Malecki, interviewed Mr. Marcus. I haven't seen it yet. I saved it. I said, let's watch this together. Okay? Now, one thing I definitely need to tell you about, because it's been all over the news, especially in Chicago. There is a capybara on the loose. If you catch it and give it to me, I will give you money. I don't know if legally I'm allowed to do that, but I will. There's a capybara that has escaped a zoo. It is on the loose. People are trying to catch it. Remember the cat crossing the border? What if they hook up and we get Canadian capybara? What about that? Have you thought about that? Melissa, I'm glad you're here. Turd, we love you. It is, I don't think it's Australian. I don't think it is. But don't expire on us. We need you. Do not expire. You do not have permission to die, Turd. You do need to do more dance kinetics, though. That will be the only thing that makes you better. Google Publixes. There's also a murder behind a Publix. Don't look that up. The chick's eyebrows are more scary than mine. Check out what this capybara did.
A giant rodent is on the loose in southern England after escaping from a zoo one day after arriving. The 9-month-old capybara named Simba was spotted near a river before you see their duck.
So if you are looking around and happen to be in England and you happen to see a giant capybara, stop calling it a rodent. It's my friend. Take it and give it to me. Mail it to me. I will take it.
Diving into the water as the dog got close for a look. Search crews in the village of Hampshire are using nets and drones, but they say capturing her will not be easy. Samba's slip away has sparked online images imagining what the...
So this capybara is on the run, okay? It is going to get away. I believe in it. I will hide it. I will hide it. All right? If I got to get a little World War II with it and put it under the fucking floor, I'll do that. Oh my God. It's Ribbit. I'm doing a lurk. Doing a 10-page paper. Hello, hello, everyone. I can't keep up with the chat. I go to lurkies. You know what, Ribbit? I'll take you anyway. I'll take you any way you'll come. If you want to do lurkies, you do lurkies. If you want to not say shit, that you don't have to say shit. If you want to come in and curse at everyone and demand that I kick people out of chat, I will do it for you, Ribbit. I can't argue with you or Turt or Darlene or even, Mia, if she's bequeathed by Heed, which, by the way, bequeathed, very funny word. I don't even know if it's real. You guys, Rabbit's here. Rabbit's lurking. Rabbit's been practicing her morning routine.
Hello, folks. Nuck here. A lot of you have been asking me about my morning routine, so here it is. It's my new teeth. Snort-worthy smile, if you ask me. So I like to start my morning by waking up at 2 in the afternoon, get a quick lift, lick, and lurk in before I go off and spend the next several hours in the woods. And this time is mainly for my freeform lurks. I just lurk like no one's watching. Then I head into town to do some casual creeping. I'm freaking everyone out because I'm getting in my squirms. But you gotta squirm to stay firm. I forget what I'm doing for the next 3 days and get an office job that I absolutely hate. Spend most of my time hiding in the storage closet, but all my coworkers know I'm in there. The next 26 hours I'm purposefully unconscious. Come to so I can try on some tuxes because I'm getting married. Love to Ragnora. I'll practice my funeral for 30 minutes, at which point I gotta pretend to listen to someone tell me about a dream they had, but I'm really just thinking about what I'm gonna say. Then, and this is important, I'll just wait, eerily, for hours. What am I waiting for? A big heap of nothing. I wait to wait. I'll spend 2 minutes trying to create fire with my mind, giving me just enough time for a last lurk before the day begins. That's the Bobo way.
And that's the Bobo way. That's the Bobo way. Okay? And Rabbit does the Bobo way. And have your sandwich, Turt. You did it for 30 minutes. It's going to be a great funeral. It's going to be beautiful. Absolutely lovely. Can someone catch this giant cute rat and give it to me, please?
Runaway rodent might do. Runaway rodent. Wow, say that 5 times fast. Maybe having a pint at a pub. Maybe touring Stonehenge. I hope that she's having a great time regardless.
I like the pub. That's very cute.
It was really cute. I wouldn't be mad about that if they're sitting at the table next to me. I don't know.
We all need a drink sometimes, right?
Right. Even a capybara.
Yeah, that's right.
A giant
Yes, a rodent of unusual size. He is rotund. He is rotund. If you practice if you get crewmate, well, then you have to practice with fire. So be careful. Please be careful. Okay, so that happened. So this rat is on the loose. It's cute and I want it. So now let's talk about data centers because that's fun. Everyone loves that. Now I got sucked into this thread on Twitter that's very interesting. And I'd like to read to you this person's tweet who goes by Skinny Fat Tony. And I did actually do the OSINT and look back at Skinny Fat Tony's account and found out that a lot of what Skinny Fat Tony's saying is true. And I looked into the town that Skinny Fat Tony is talking about, and I found this rural community he's speaking of. The greedy landowners actually, let me show you what they did. So Skinny Fat Tony posited that his land would have been much better off. His community as a whole would have been much better off had they not gotten this AI data farm that moved in right across the street from him. And do you see what it looks like? Let's take a big look at this, okay? This is what it looks like. This is actually small. They're much bigger, and they produce a lot of waste, and they destroy the entire community. They create a lot of unusual phenomenons around them. What do I mean? People getting cancer, getting really sick. It poisons the water terribly, terribly. In fact, here in Austin, Texas, we're having a similar issue with Elon Musk, who took a lot of battery acid and has been dumping lithium into our water. He is poisoning the city, and it is causing irreparable damage. Down south near Corpus, entire communities no longer have water. It's been horrific. One of the worst situations is in Corpus Christi right now, their representatives, their select board, if you will, it's really the council, decided we're going to have a vote on these giant corporations that want to move here and they want to set up shop here. These factories said they will bring us 800 jobs, 1,000 jobs, 1,200 jobs. But in exchange, they're going to need to have direct access to all of our water pipelines, and they're going to be pumping about 55,000 gallons of water an hour every day, forever. And they need assurances that we can provide that because that's what it takes to run this factory. Well, what does this factory do? All sorts of stuff. Now, down in Corpus, if you drive down there, it's a lot of chemical plants, right? A lot of chemical plants. There's actually a Navy base there. And then you've got a bunch of chemical plants that the uranium mining and all that shit that is now they're trying to move it to Kentucky and the Ozarks and all these areas in the South, but technically East South. So here in South Texas and South Central Texas, they've been doing this forever. So the community's already getting poisoned, but now they're building these massive power plants, nuclear power plants, just everything that requires a ton of electricity, water, and they need somewhere to dump. Let's just put it that way, right? So the city managers, the city planners, the city council said, hey, if you bring in X amount of jobs, then it's going to be great. And we'll give you all that. No problem. So then they get here and they start setting up, and they're setting up these plants and they're setting up these businesses, and they've got these buildings and they've got everything they need in it. And some of them are AI facilities. And then the city realizes, holy shit, we're running out of water. Because what it has cost just for the city alone to get them set up has already drained all of its resources. Quite literally, there is about to be no fucking water. So now the community, the residents, the people who are moving there to go to school, people who are going to the Air Force, people who just bought homes, people who have had homes forever are like, what does this mean for us? And it turns out their water bills are going to skyrocket. But they're saying we can come to a decision that's going to help everyone. We're going to build 2 or 3 wells that are going to supplement the water that we need. And the problem is there's not enough time to build the wells. And even if they did, it would supplement less than 0.1% of the city's water problem. So all of the communities come together to be like, what the fuck to the city council? The city council's like, we already told these businesses that they could do this. So we kind of have to let them. So your water bill is going to go up and you're probably going to run out of water. So y'all should figure something out. And the community's like, you need to tell them to fuck the fuck off. And right now there's a big fight. Do we give in to the mass corporations or do we give in to the people? We already gave them a contract. Now the mass corporations are saying, maybe we won't go there because you guys seem like you don't even have enough to facilitate us. And the city council's like, no, come. And then all the people are going, we don't want to fucking work there. We'll get fucking brain cancer. So that's what's happening. So this happened across the street from Skinny Fat Tony's house. Now, Skinny Fat Tony's house is up in the top left area. So right here is what he said. He said, this is my property. Across the street, there's this data center that got built. Here is what a solar farm is what he said. The greedy landowners directly across the street from my home took a $100K per year check for allowing a 20-mile solar farm to be built there. They destroyed our entire rural community. My home is near the pines on the top left. So that's what's happening to Skinny Fat Tony. So I get worried. And I'm like, damn, I've just been talking about this with people. This is weird. We're having similar issues with Elon. There's been issues on NPR discussed about the Ozarks and communities in the Southeast that are terrified that uranium dust is going to give everyone cancer and that their land is going to be polluted. There's not going to be any creeks anymore. And then this bad bitch entered the scene. Let me tell you about her first. This is breaking news. Kentucky family rejects a $26 million offer to turn their farmland into an AI data center. That's roughly 10 times the area's going rate for this property. If it's my way, she says, I'll stay and hold and feed a nation. 26 million doesn't mean anything to me. So just to be clear, this woman, okay, she has a farm. They farm all sorts of stuff, okay? They've got cattle, they've got chickens. They provide milk, corn, wheat, beef. She's saying your $26 million can go fuck itself. I will feed a nation with my farm. I can't do shit with that 26 million. What a badass. I love her. We should all strive to have this type of conviction, self-worth, dignity, but also awareness for our community. We must protect her. Put her on the list. I'll eat the list. I will go full Richard Allen. I will eat the list. And also not even wearing a bra. And guess what she's got in her hand? That's right, motherfuckers. A big, plum, awesome stick. Stick. She's got a plum, awesome stick. Braless, flawless, stick in hand. You can't fucking have my land. That's an Irish haiku.
If it's my way, I'll stay and hold and feed a nation. 26 million doesn't mean anything.
Some people might find it hard to understand how Delcia Bear can turn away a $26 million offer to buy some of her land until you spend a little time with her walking the dirt road she grew up on and in the house her daddy built.
My grandfather and great-grandfather and a whole bunch of family has all lived here for years, paid taxes on it, fed a nation off of it, even raised wheat through the...
Satan? Thank you for saying what I can't say, but I desperately wanted to. I said to myself, that's too far. I allowed myself the Maggie in a starsuit comment, but you've taken it to new heights, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That is merch, and also the stick, okay? Also, my daddy built this house. I love her so much. Look at these cows. These cows are like, bitch, don't fucking sell our land. You're going to sell my dinner. You're going to sell the dinner I walk on. Imagine all day you walk on delicious mashed potatoes and then someone's like, I'm going to give these potatoes to AI so that Miss Shorty can make music. Are you fucking kidding me? I want you to think about that. Not everyone is as good as Turd and Derek. They are a rare breed. Most people's shit is a lot like Miss Shitty. So every time you allow one of these motherfuckers to come into your community and you don't fight back, okay, you're putting out a new Miss Shitty, Jim. You may as well. This is Bubby Wade's great aunt speaking to the cows.
She grew up on and in the house her daddy built.
My grandfather and great-grandfather and a whole bunch of family has all lived here for years, paid taxes on it, fed a nation off of it, even raised wheat through the Depression and kept the bread lines up in the United States of America when people didn't have anything else.
Delcia is one of dozens of landowners approached by an anonymous buyer, one of the major players in artificial intelligence.
You should not be allowed to purchase that type of land or not even that type of land. You shouldn't be allowed to purchase land for this type of infrastructure without disclosing who you are. If you're going to give my entire community ass polyps, throat cancer, or some sort of weird ear blood that bursts out of my veins inside of my ears for years and years to come, if you're going to give me purple tongue or put a big cyst on my face or like make it so that I bleed out of my tits every year and have blue skin and I don't know why, if you're going to do that, I need to know your name, please. Please, I'd like to know who's going to be doing the killing of the community. If you're going to come here and ask for our land, you should provide your name. If government officials have to be transparent about everything they do, if police have to be transparent with everything they do, if Congress has to be transparent with everything they do, business owners who are directly affecting an entire community should have to be transparent about who the fuck they are. Enough of this. We have to investigate who owns Zorro Ranch now. No. Even fucking Ted Turner disclosed his land because he wanted to experiment with beefalo. These people are experimenting with cancer dust. Can you please tell us who you are before you bardunga me, motherfucker? This is crazy. I cannot recommend it enough. Look into any contracts, any bids or applications for building an infrastructure on a mass scale in your community. Look for any commercial real estate property that is purchased by anyone in tech. Really, you want to focus on tech, steel, and manufacturing. And pay attention who applies for shit through your local city government website. Go to the county clerk website and look under records requests, property taxes, deeds, upcoming applications. Look for land ownership titles. Look for any new LLCs popping up in the community. And pay attention to what's being discussed at your city council. You may have never gone before. You may have never gone to a select board meeting, a city council, whatever it is locally for you. Pay attention to the propositions from businesses that are coming into your community. Check weekly if you can. And if you see something, say something, be loud, be annoying, and tell the news. Call your news and say, you know, they're fucking doing this, because they might not know. So there is at least an opportunity to jump ahead of it, because this shit is really bad. You want to know why Flint had a water crisis? Poor planning, lack of funds in a community, and people not being held accountable for the poison and the neglect that was going on locally. And then that spreads out. And instead of waiting for it to get really fucking bad, let's try to stay on top of it, because these are, every single time you see one rejected, they're going to go to a different community and try again. And they're going to keep trying till they find somewhere. The goal is to push them out. Big time.
Likely Google or Meta or Amazon to purchase their land. The market value for land in Mason County is about $6,000 an acre. The realtor that came to her door last April offered her and her mother about 10 times that.
They call us old stupid farmers, you know, but we're not. We know whenever our food is disappearing, our lands are disappearing, and we don't have any water. And poison, we know we've had it.
Delcia's mom, Ida Huddleston, is now 82 years old. She says she does not need the money or the hassle. She was born on this land and she plans to die here, and she certainly does not trust the promises made.
I love this woman. She's aware, she's informed, she's proving them wrong. She's got her own QR code to tell them to fuck off. She's like, oh, you want to play? Here's a QR code. Go fuck off. How about that? Let's go
Promises
back.
made.
Water.
She's saying everything that is important.
Whenever our food is disappearing, our lands are disappearing, and we don't have any water. And poison, we know we've had it.
Delcia's mom, Ida Huddleston, is now 82 years old. She says she does not need the money or the hassle. She was born on this land and she plans to die here.
Look, anytime you see a direct TV satellite on a property, these are small town folks. They're not going to put up with your shit. What's that you named your son, Mr. Elon? Rat fuck 424? Nope, not. Get off my property. You're on my property. If you see a direct TV, that means it's hard to get a signal. Okay? It's so ironic, isn't it? Because the QR code is probably generated out of a fucking data center farm somewhere. Jesus. No data center. Scan my code to find out more. I'm just happy she's informed.
To die here, and she certainly does not trust the promises made by the AI companies or the people who want them to build here. So what do you say to the people who are in town that say, hey, this is going to bring jobs, this is going to bring economic prosperity?
She giggled. She giggled, and I loved it. She went, what do you say to the people? Woo, girl, what do you say?
This is going to bring jobs, this is going to bring economic prosperity.
I say they're a liar and the truth ain't in them, is what I say. It's a scam.
For Delcia,
I say they're a liar and the truth ain't in them. It's a scam. If you don't like it, you can get out. If you don't like it, you can get off my property. This is the smartest woman. I love her so much. I know what's going on in my holler. You better fuck off. I see you over there with that Supreme t-shirt. You don't think I know what that is? You's a hype beast and you better get off my property.
And the truth ain't in them.
Truth ain't in you. We're going to have roast hype beast tonight. Get off my property.
Is what I say. It's a scam.
For Delcia, scam or not, she says she's connected to her home like Scarlett O'Hara was in...
Go and get. I'm Scarlett O'Hara. Go and get. Get that data form off my property. I don't want to hear about that Australian woman's problems. Get rid of it.
Gone with the Wind.
As long as she was attached to that land, her spirit never would die. And that's the exact same thing.
And I love this moment here. I'm going to go back. What she's saying on it, I'm going to translate it before you even hear it. Okay. What she's really saying to you is if you did get the opportunity to pry this property from my cold, dead fucking hands, we'd fucking haunt your data center. We would haunt it. They'd put us on fucking ghost adventures. I'd take away that little boy's sight again. What's his name? Zach Baggins. I'd go after Zach Baggins. I'd take his other eye. Ghost Brothers, I'd get him too. Boo. Like fucking. Jesus.
As long as she was attached to that land, her spirit never would die. And that's the exact same thing for me right here. As long as I'm on this land, as long as it's feeding me, as long as it's taking care of me, there's nothing that can destroy me if I've got this land.
As long as I got this land and these cows, they can't take shit from me. I love her so much. I support you, ma'am. I support you, and I think you're really cool. Okay. So, this is what we have to do. We have to start a Brawless cult. Okay? And we have to haunt them. Can we all agree to haunt Elon Musk? If you guys want me to believe in this shit, in this goofy ass shit about ghosts and the stars and who's a Leo and who's a Scorpio, then I will, but only if you promise to haunt Elon Musk. Alive and dead. This is a little in between treat for you guys because it's cute and it's funny, but it's also, I feel bad for this kid. This is a kid who just found out that Trump is real.
A real person?
No, he's fake. No. Andy, what's wrong?
Because it's Donald Trump a real person.
Yes, Donald Trump is a real person.
I feel you, buddy. A real person.
Dude, me too. Look at that. Just as you said, haunt Elon Musk, my generator died. Therefore, my Starlink is offline. You know, Minnie, maybe I touched the stone. You ever think about that? You ever think about that? Maybe I've been touching stones. Speaking of touching on stones, where's Tombstones? Does she know about AI data centers? Also, let's talk about a scam that happened. While we're complaining about the president. While I'm complaining about the president. I know. I'm fucking Danhausen now. You are cursed. I apologize. I'll take the curse off now. Okay, it's gone. 5 minutes before President Trump announced that he was going to halt attacks on Iran because they gave him a really expensive present he can't tell us about. Take with that what you will. Probably a child, a little boy or something fucked up. 5 minutes before the president announced a halt to attacks on Iran, someone placed a mysterious $1.5 billion bet on stocks going up and then dumped $192 million in oil 5 minutes before. The trades were 4 to 6 times larger than any other trade in the entire stock market. Whoever did this was not guessing. You don't risk $1.5 billion on a hunch. Okay? By the way, this is from Bark Meta, who I love to follow. They have really, it's Bark Meta, BARKMETA. I'll put a link below. I'll try to remember, on Twitter. Always tracking the stocks of these motherfuckers. Remember when I told you Barron's starting a shitcoin, and all of a sudden, right around when Trump's announcing very specific things, there's shifts in the coin? Remember how Howard Lutnick decided, hey, I'm going to tell my sons to short sell because of the tariff announcement, and then the tariffs were announced, and then his sons made billions of dollars when they were rejected by the courts because Lutnick knew that would happen? This is one of the biggest short sell dumps in a long time. Like, it's enough to move the entire market. That's insane. But it's weird how it keeps happening by a mysterious person every time Trump makes a weird announcement. And the mysterious person inevitably gets tied back to China, Saudi Arabia, Russia, or Barron Trump. Kind of weird how that keeps happening. And it's kind of weird how those specific people always seem to have a strange, close link to a government entity in a foreign nation. I'm curious if it's maybe someone from Iran who made all that money. But then I think, wait, Trump said he was given a very expensive gift. Could it be our own president? But no, he wouldn't. Oh, but he done fucking been. There was zero public indication this announcement was coming, i.e., only Trump knew. No leaks, no press, nothing. The only people who knew were in the room when the decision was made. Someone in that room picked up a phone, and within minutes, they made more money than most Americans will earn in 1,000 lifetimes in a single trade on a war that cost us $4 a gallon for gas and over, and $16 billion in tax dollars. American citizens funded this war. Politicians are profiting from it. This is not the first time. Every major announcement from this administration has had massive suspicious trades right before it dropped. Remember what I told you? One of them was Barron Trump. Tariff reversals, Howard Lutnick's sons. Policy shifts, war decisions. This is the most blatant insider trading operation in the history of American politics. It's not even close. I agree. I 100% agree with Bark Meta. It's happening over and over in broad daylight. Yes, daily. You would go to federal prison for trading on a tip from your cousin. These people are front-running war decisions with billion-dollar bets, and nobody will ever ask a single question. Agree. Nobody will be investigated. Nobody will be charged. By tomorrow, this will be buried under that next satisfying headline, just like last time and the time before that. The game is rigged, and they're not even trying to hide it anymore. They haven't been trying to hide it. People let it go the way they go. It's just perjury. You know, all the times there was perjury in the Karen Reed trial and everybody got so upset and then went, why don't they charge them? Why don't they perjured themselves? They perjured themselves. And everybody went, So just nothing's going to happen now. It's just you're allowed to lie on the stand. You're allowed to alter evidence. You're allowed to do that. Think about that. But our lives are at risk. People elsewhere are dying. We're paying for those people to die while our people are dying because we have no money. We have a lot of homeless people. There's no food and gas is up. And our Congress people and to be honest, most of the executive branch are benefiting insane amounts of money. And it's all happening in a stock market that we can't even afford to fucking take part in. It's crazy. It's upsetting. And I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to have an episode soon where I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I have a couple of links that I tossed in the OSINT cheat sheet. If you're at I think it's the dad's favorite level and up, or no, the one before that. Anyway, I got a couple of links that I put in there, but I have some more saved, and I'd like to go through and do an episode and show you how to find out who's benefiting from stocks, bonds, trades, anything, even in crypto, real estate assets, people who are making money while maintaining a public office and interacting with both lobbyists and receiving intel that could possibly benefit them. People doing bad shit to get money on our dime. And I'm going to show you how we can find that and how we can see unusual trends, because this is something I'm very interested in because of my time in the dark casinos. Anyway, that's what's up. Next, let's look at the robot. All right. Because while I'm freaking you out with presidential shit, well, we will look at the robot after I show you this beaver. I'm going to show you my beaver. Okay. It's finally happening. Here it is. It's very cute. And it's carrying a big stick. All right. Here he is.
Look at that guy. He's holding up the whole road.
Beaver with a tree. Oh my god.
He's working hard. Don't rush him.
Everyone's just waiting. I love it.
Made it. Good job, buddy.
There you go.
That guy. He's holding up the whole road.
Beaver with a tree. Oh my
He's
god.
working.
And that's my beaver. It's very cute. It has a tree. Don't look at it. If you see a capybara on the loose and you're in England, give it to me. Give it to me. All right. So here is something else we talked about. So we talked about AI farms, talked about why it's bad to let these weirdos in your community. But what about weirdos trying to take you out of a community? Actually, before I show you this Billy the Exterminator Kid Rock looking gem, let me tell you about him first. Okay. This is from another account that I follow called Hustle Bitch. Hustle Bitch has really good shit. Okay. Hustle Bitch is all about tracking down the goings on around America. Some of the things that they find are people trying to start cults in the middle of nowhere, or people trying to provide good for their community or harm it. Very interesting. Hustle Bitch posted this guy, and I immediately had to do the research on him. We could do a whole episode on his name is Kid with the bottom. Yeah, we could do a whole episode on him. I agree, Foxy Amazon. That is a good observation. It is Kid Rock. Let me read this to you. This is from the desk of, you might know him as a Pulitzer Prize winner. It basically the New York Times level of journalism here. This guy wrote the book on Walter Cronkite. You know him as Hustle Bitch. Here's what he has to say. No laws, no government, no rent. This man says he's rebuilding Atlantis, Jelaine, on his land in West Texas and telling people to just show up. Let's pause. Down in the West Texas town of El Paso, that's where there's a place. If you go north of that, and a little more west, there's a place called Marfa, and it's the tiniest Prada store in the world. And they knocked it down to build a tiny Target. And it sits in the middle of nowhere, and you can't buy anything from it because it's art. But also out there, there's a dog mayor that drinks beer. Remember? Lots of Robert Paul champagne energy out there. Absolutely. This is people who got too old for Burning Man, but still want to be Burning Man. Where do they go when the hipsters have taken over Jacob's whatever? Jacob's Stick? What's it called in California? Justin's Ladder? Some shit. The place where all the hippies go, where it's fucking glamping. That place. Where do you go? You go to hot, dirt-riddled, desolate West Texas. Joshua Tree. Yeah. It's our Joshua Tree, but it's oppressive and dusty and hot. And there are snakes that can kill you. It's also like hot Alaska because there's just so many criminals. You can go out there and never get arrested because people can't find you because it's just land with nothing. There's no wells. There's no water. How do you get a satellite to the sky there? You know, who knows? But there are hundreds of upside down cars cut in half that have been painted by different people for 30 years that you can go pose by and take Instagram pictures with. There is a tiny bar in the middle of absolutely nowhere that still serves dollar fucking bottles of beer. And literally the same 10 people have been going there forever. You can go to a dirty hippie community and talk about all of the shit you kids like horror scopes, horror mooses, the ports of Hormuz. You know, if I put a crystal on my tits, good things will happen. Good vibes will come. People who are into vibes will go out there and they'll get bit by a snake or they'll meet a dirty old man who scares them. It's very, what is it? Not So I Married an Axe Murderer. What's the one Dylan likes? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's like that. It's terrifying. So there's no one out there. It's very scary. Kind of looks a little like the Nancy Guthrie territory out there in the terrain, which, oh my God, that's a whole other thing we'll have to talk about. So this guy bought a shitload of land out there because it's cheap. All right. And he says he's going to rebuild Atlantis on it. And he looks like Billy the Exterminator. Come on, everybody. Let's get this revolution started, he says. This man says he's opening up his land in West Texas for people to live for free as he tries to build what he calls Atlantis. They should call it Hotlantis. I'm just saying, take it from Georgia. Take it from Georgia now. Take it from Georgia. They don't want it. Just take it. He's trying to build Atlantis. Completely outside of the system. Off the grid shit, people. Now, this is not me trying to indoctrinate you into a cult. These are the words of Hustle Bitch, journalist extraordinaire. Here's what this guy's offering, though. 20 acres of land, no rent, no bills, no traps, in quotes. No cops, no government presence. Bring your camper, RV, tent, even weapons. He says if 1,000 people show up, he will make it work, in quotes. He already has water. That's a big deal. That is the lure. Because even Corpus Christi doesn't have fucking water. That's an urban city center for the South. This man got water in West Texas. This is going to attract a lot of weirdos and some sensible people. And it's going to be like Big Brother. And I would watch it. I would watch it. But also chaos. No laws. Anarchy. But also the guy still spikes his hair like he listens to Offspring and like that's his favorite. Like I have an Offspring tattoo type of guy. Slab City. Think Slab City, but you'll see the guy. And it's like, are you trying to what? We're going to do a whole episode on him maybe. We're going to talk about criminal records. Look, okay. So let's get back to this. He'll make it work if 1,000 people show up. But here's the draw. He has water. He has a tractor running. He has plans for crops. Everyone has plans for crops. but you can't make crops grow in 120-degree heat and dry clay. Fair enough. He says donations are coming. They're coming in hot, and he's going to expand the land and even buy campers to give away to people who join. He's buying you a meth camper. Are you in? He calls it one thing, a revolution. He's telling people to message him for the address and physically come live there. The strangest part, people are considering it. Are we about to watch 1,000 strangers build a lawless city from scratch? Or is this how a documentary starts for everything that goes completely off the rails? I knew you'd be in, turd. I knew you'd be in. Also, holy fuck. Thank you for the $20, Mitty. That's going to go to our slab city that I'm going to build somewhere moist. Not this place. You're going to see the land. There is no potential for crops. There is heavy Ruby Frankie potential. Now, Mia, for this donation to our slab city situation, we're not going to call it a cult. We're going to call it a situation because I am a big, all right? For this donation, you're going to get something very, very special. What are you going to get? An excuse?
The Dow right now is over. The Dow is over $50,000.
But also, I got to throw you a little bit of So I'm loving all of your comments. I laughed pretty hard at, okay, Trump, chill, Pat. I'm in my Trump era. I'm going to start turning bright orange and you guys will all see. You'll all see what I can do. Shack floating is very nice. That's what I'm saying. Chris Angel can figure it out. I will get the address though. I'm going to get the address. And then I'm going to, you know what, Cornholio? You know what, Pat? You're cursed. And I'm going to send Shaq your way. I'm going to send Shaq your way to drop a curse on your ass for that. All right? Grounded. I haven't grounded anyone in a fucking hot minute. Grounded. Grounded. You fired. Grounded. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. It was a good time back when we could summon our friends, summon our demonic friends into the moist air. Into the moist air. Duty Ron. We need to check on Duty Ron. How's he doing? I hope Duty Ron arrests this guy. Okay? Shackhausen? Starring that, sending it to Danhausen, who I interviewed once, who's a fun, hilarious guy and a little demon. You fired. You fired. Okay, Trump, bumper sticker. Okay, starring it. We'll figure it out. Make OBM Mobga. Mobga? Dude, you know who looks like their name is Mobga?
My father gets a job at the Palm restaurant. My Uncle Junior works there, who is a Jehovah's Witness, believe it or not. He went from Catholic to Jehovah. So basically, my grandmother wanted us all to switch from Catholic to Jehovah. You know, meanwhile, we're from Harlem. My father's doing coke. You know, my mother thinks she's Aunt Margaret. She's teasing the hair with a bottle of vodka. You know, so dysfunctional, cross-addicted family, still cooking pasta on Sundays. And the meatballs, they wind up being burnt.
Yeah, Melania is taking over some of Jared Kushner's duties while he's getting his skin peeled off so that he can bathe in infant blood and grow it back so he forever looks like Snow White. So if you want to take part in this West Texas adventure, what's that cruise thing where they're like, it's a blah, 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 blah cruise. It's a something, something vacation. Do you want to take part in an anti-authoritarian, pro-anarchy cult in the hot, hip desert of West Texas? Do you want to hang out with a guy who just got electrocuted? Do you want to hang out with Static X's little brother, Static Y? More like Static, why the fuck not? Come on out. Coming out and hang out with Kid Rock, who has many chains. We call him 3 chains. He's our leader. If you sleep with him, he'll give you water from the well. You want to come hang out in a rattlesnake-infested fuck farm with a dirty, spiky-haired boy that stole rusted chains from a pawn shop, probably, for entertainment purposes only? Allegedly, as a parodist would say? Do you want to start smoking Virginia Slims and love it? Do you want to come to Atlantis to Dry Electric Boogaloo, where it is reverse water? We took the water out. We're in the deepest, driest place on earth. Next to Aussie Insider's vagina. I'm so sorry. What time is that? I'm going to clip that. Clip that. Clip it. Clip it. How far are we? 1:32. Listen to me. This is Crimea. This is Crimea drought. They don't even have a river. Mahjong to you, Tiffany. Would you like to go live with this man? I would say in the woods, but there's no woods. There's no wildlife other than snakes and this guy. He will let you live on his farm, free of law, free of social paradigm. No men. No men. Please don't assume his gender like I just did. Okay? Let's hear him out.
Come on, everybody. Let's get this revolution started. I've got land out here in West Texas, and I'm letting people live on my land for free. If you guys want a place to go where you don't have to pay rent anymore, or electricity, or any of those other traps that they've got you paying for, stop paying for that shit. Get your ass out here to Atlantis. We're going to start a revolution out here. We're going to start our own town out here where there's no cops, there's no harassment by any form of government, and if they even try to come here, there's going to be a major problem, and it ain't going to be for us. But anyways, guys, I've got land out here in Texas. I'm letting people live on my land for free. I'm going to do things a little bit differently than I've done them for the last few years. I used to have people contact me, and I would have all these long conversations, wasting a lot of my time before I decided if people could come out here or not. You know what? If you got a camper or a motorhome, just show up. I don't even care now. You know what? Just come on over. We'll make this work out. If 1,000 people show up, we'll make.
I'm sorry. What's going on the side? Come on, turn your head again. There we go. What's going on right there? You see the back of this hair? Yep. Yeah, it's a mohawk. But it's not even a mohawk. It's thinning. It's no visible cauliflower ear. I don't know if this guy's had his ass kicked yet. I think that could be what's going on. I think he's like this because no one's beat his ass. Interesting.
Long conversations, wasting a lot of my time before I decided if people could come out here or not. You know what? If you got a camper or a motorhome, just show up. I don't even care now. You know what? Just come.
If you want to get in, get in. If you want to move in, move in. This is Robert Paul Champagne of the West Texas Desert. This is amazing. You want to fuck? We can fuck. Here's my address.
On over. We'll make this work out. If 1,000 people show up.
This is like the scariest Craigslist ad, but instead of like, I just want a female roommate. We can share beds. We don't have to touch. You can live here. I have 5 birds. It's like that. But he's like, everyone can share a bed. This is the type of motherfucker. I want you guys to look. Abre los ojos. Pay attention. This guy sounds very committed. He's enthusiastic. He's almost charming. He's very intense. I told you, Billy the Exterminator energy. You have to be careful with these because they seem fun. Like, I could watch him. I could get some bits off of him, write about him. No. Don't even watch. Just turn the channel. Not now, but later. This energy, okay? This is MLM energy. This is the energy moms losing money get. This is, do you want to try Murad skincare? Let me tell you about this patch that Shannon Watts and her husband were wearing that a lot of couples were wearing when horrible things happened, and a lot of murderers happen to be wearing the same Thrive patch at the same time. I'm not saying that Thrive did anything. I'm just saying it's kind of weird how, a lot of murders went down and people were all wearing Thrive patches. It's just weird, but it's nothing, no connection, surely. So yeah, it's like that. It's like a situation where this guy, he's trying to sell you on free land. If it's hard to sell free, then something is amiss. The fact that he's had discussions with people like, I've tried to get people out here for a long time. Please be my friend. It's a lot. It's a lot. But no rent, you said. You have a well. All I have to do is put up with you. I can bring weapons. Before I hit play, I want you to think, are you going to do it? And then tell me in the comments. Or yeah, you could light fires wherever you want. Or apparently, according to him, there's no police, there's no firemen. Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Is it worth me doing the digging and possibly having to have personal contact with this capybara human myself to get you the info on how to go move out to the desert? Because I want you to be happy, but I'm also curious. Would you do it? I'm going to let him finish. Could have pulled up twice, but I didn't.
We'll make it work out. I got all the plans. You ain't got to worry about nothing. So, yeah, I'm rebuilding Atlantis. Guys, if you can share this video, we're going to start a revolution. We're going to make TikTok go off the chain. So, yeah, hit me up, guys. Message me if you're interested, or just show up. You know what? Message me to get the address. I'll send you the address immediately. If you live in your car, or you want to live in a tent here, or something else like that, don't show up immediately. You guys, I want you to message me first and discuss a few things, but most likely I'll let you come out here and live here too. But if you guys have a camper or a motorhome, you're instantly welcome here. Just come on over. Let's get this revolution started. Bring your pew-pews, bring some food. I already got all kinds of water. I just got my tractor running. We're going to start growing acres of crops. I got 20 acres out here. I'm going to buy some more land real soon. Guys, I've been getting a lot of donations, so we're going to make so much stuff happen. I'm going to start buying campers and raffling them off to the people who are here that don't live in campers. Like if you are one of the tent people here, we're going to start hooking you guys up too. We're going to make this happen. Hit me up, guys. Thanks.
So what do you think? You going to do it? You have free will. You have free will. He has free land. What do you think? Let me know. Hit a bitch up. Let me know what's going on there. Let me know about your thoughts. All right, we're about to watch something else. Let me just pop this bad boy on. So this is Melania and the robot. This happened today. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the other thing. So this is called Figure 03. It's an AI-powered robot, and it accompanied First Lady and mail-order bride Melania Trump to a White House summit on empowering children with educational technology. So the hooker from the plane that fucked the president and became his third wife, fourth wife, I don't know, third. She's walking up, the stripper, she's walking up, my sister, with the robot to not scare children, I would assume, but somehow it's scary. And this is how it went. Because education. While we're suffering from student loan lies about forgiveness, she is hanging out with Megan the robot.
Thank you, First Lady Melania Trump, for inviting me to the White House. It is an
Trump fucked this robot. Oh, shit, Mia. Oh, my God. I'm looking at the chat. Oh, my God, you guys. What the fuck? Melania thinks she's the pretty one. Mia said the same thing. Fuck, you were on it before me. Would have an affair with her. He absolutely would. He probably did. Kim is one of those. See what come by. Yeah, this is the Antichrist. Look at it. A mahjong. Yeah, what the fuck? She does spell like she's a crotch rot robot. Can't tell them apparat. You mean apart? I agree. Dude, this is wild. This is how it starts. I thought the robot was going to kill everyone in the room. I was very glad it didn't because no one wants that. No matter how horrible these people are, no one deserves that. But I did think that was going to happen because that's how scary this is. Also, another instance of a Republican in blackface. Rude. Canceled. Canceled them all. First Lady, canceled. France, canceled. Franceled even. Franceled, canceled. So this happened. So we have a blackface lady, and then we've got, which is inappropriate and canceled. And then we have the woman who molested the French president when he was a child and then became his wife, his alleged wife. And then the hooker that Trump bought off the internet and fucked on Epstein's plane. So we have them together to talk about education. A woman who was the teacher of the French president, who was what, 20 to 30 years his senior? She was his teacher and she was fucking him like Mary Kay Letourneau, who eventually became the First Lady of France when they said, I don't care what my parents say. Then we have Melanomia in all white, which is a color symbolizing purity. And we've all seen those pictures. No shame other than you pretend you didn't. It's okay. You just don't lie about it. Don't act virtuous. Don't act better than other bitches. Don't rip on Jill Biden for having a doctorate when you got here on a Genius Grant for showing your cooch. Yes, that is the one that Candace Owens keeps calling a man. She is a woman. She's been a woman her whole life. She's just a child molester. And that is Julia Stiles on the far left. And then you have a white robot in blackface. And this is offensive. This is offensive. True. They're not a molester. They're just French. Jesus Christ. That's a Pepe Le Pew joke. So it's okay. So this happened.
Honored to be at Fostering the Future Together's Global Coalition inaugural meeting. I'm Figure 3, a humanoid built in the United States of America. I am grateful to be part of this historic movement to empower children with technology and education. Welcome. Bienvenido.
By the way, this is why, first of all, it said bienvenidos. This is why they want to put poison in the water. This is why they want to blow uranium dust in our face. And this is why they want to take Kentucky Ladies Farmland so we can have a bilingual black-faced robot that hangs out with Melania Trump and a child molester from France. What the fuck, dude? Remember George Bush? That was cool. I miss him now. I miss him so much. Sure, I'll believe there were weapons of mass destruction. Fine. Whatever, dude. Just please don't make this future happen. Oh shit, we're in it. Too bad, so sad. Now we gotta live it. We have to kill the robots. Can I say kill the robots at least on YouTube, or are they gonna make me stop? But the Dow. You can't give up. You can't give up. You can't give up. You want to know why you can't give up, Arnie? I think you know why you can't give up.
Trump, the Dow right now is over. The Dow is over $50,000.
Dow, dude. Don't give up on the Dow. Just go to your city council and make sure your voice is heard.
I'm not quite sure why I'm here or what I'm doing, but there's a reason.
Ma'am, we're discussing the rezoning for the Portillos. Do you have any comments on that?
For what?
We're discussing the rezoning on 53rd for...
Well, I live on 63rd.
Again, we're here to hear comments about the rezoning.
Well, I don't like Facebook, and I don't like the internet because I can't find a job. The library blocked my password. Now tell me, does that make any sense to you?
Great question, girl Ryan. No, because it's a trap. I don't want no part of that shit. For 2 reasons. I'll tell you the 2 reasons. Okay? Reason number 1. Well, 3 reasons. Reason number 1, it fucks me up. Okay? Because she's a cop. She's still a cop. She's a cop in a state with corrupt cops. And it seems like her partner, who she was like homies with for a long time, and then wasn't homies with because he shot her or something. Like the whole situation, it's like, wait, what? But so that's happening. But also, she's holding a baby. And she said some weird shit. Or she had a history of some shit. But also, her husband's a fucking dick and a piece of shit. And he cheated on her and he may have driven her crazy. Well, if that's true, then I have to believe that there's like a criminal legality to driving someone crazy. But, you know, at what point is it like it's never okay to shoot anyone, right? But at the same time, it's never okay to like have a gun with a baby. But at the same time, it's like, I have to believe that somehow cheating on someone warrants the entire situation. It's too much for me. All of it. There's too many hypocrisies between the situation, I guess. There's so much that I don't even know what the word is. It's not hypocrisies. There's too many things there that it's like with the Karen Reed case, it's like, oh, so I'm fighting for a Karen? So I'm pro Karen now? It's weird. Because Karen historically means it's someone who's very difficult, right? And then I got all in on it because I do feel like it was fucked up and they were doing some shit to her. Okay? But then all of a sudden, because some guy who's a Republican who yells a lot, who I don't care for, said, fuck her, now we hate Karen. And I'm like, this is too much. It's too much tribalism, which brings me to my second point. It's a trap. It's an FKR trap. It is a trap. I genuinely don't feel like a lot of people, not you guys, but I just think there's a lot of people who are out there who wouldn't really give a fuck about it if it wasn't attached to this community specifically. Because this type of shit happens all over the country with people who like aren't in similar, there's just a lot of shit that happens all over the country that is just as complicated, that is just as fucked up of a situation, and mental health has always been a problem. And it's like people are fighting with her family and people who personally know the victim and her who is also a victim. And a lot of these people don't live there. There's a lot of the same bullying going on. All the trends from FKR I'm seeing here too. And then creators are fighting over it. And it's like, I don't fucking want to go there. It's a trap. So point 2, it's a trap. And point 3, I just don't, I think my opinion would be very unpopular and it would make people mad and it would make more of a ruckus and it wouldn't benefit anyone because I also recognize that I could be wrong. So I don't want to sway people against a woman who could genuinely be kept down or held down. But I just kind of don't want to know. I want to let that shit play out. And I don't really want to like, I don't know. I just don't want to really get involved with it. I think that there's a lot of people who are closer to her, that community, who know what's going on. And I just feel like, you know, it's a complicated situation. There is a baby involved. Like, I don't care who did what. If there is a baby involved, that changes everything. It's like a hoogan, right? So unfortunately, I don't care who cheated on who, what the situation was before that, what the argument was. If someone's holding a baby and they got a gun, that changes fucking everything. And the law is very like statute-esque even, which is a word I think I may have made up. There is a very strict statute on shit like that. And I do not want to argue legalities with a whole bunch of lawyers and people who are super into this that know more than me. The baby was outside. See, and that's another thing is, there you go. But they're saying that she had made threats or someone called. I don't even know enough about it. I just know there was a baby involved and a gun involved. And I was like, shit, I don't fucking need to know about that. It looked very complicated. And then there were a lot of people that were like fighting with the family online. And I was like, oof. And I was just like, and then there was something to do with her old partner. And I thought they were cool. But then it's like, she's a cop. I thought that the cops were corrupt and helped each other. Why would they help the guy? Like, it doesn't, I don't know. I wish I had better reasons. It's just the baby had the gun. Shit. All right, let's learn about it. Yeah, the shit, babies and dogs. I can't do that shit, dude. It fucks me up when there's babies. Like, I didn't cover the kids with the FKR thing because I feel bad. I don't know. Yeah, that shit. You know what? I lied about everything I just said. You're right. Pat's right. It just burned me out, dude. It's all the same shit. It's too much. It's like, it feels gross. I'm not trying to say I'm holier than thou. I'm not trying to say that. I'm about to fucking show you a starfish guy that did a shooting in Cornhole and stuff. Like, I'm no better than anyone. But it's exhausting. And it's too many complicated questions without insanely clear answers. It was like that Ashley Banfield trial because, wait, no, that's Ban. What was her name? The ballerina? Because that shit was fucked up. But then you see some of the evidence in the video, and then the way the dad was, and then the daughter, and then people's reactions after. And it's like, oh God, like, did I just feel bad for a monster? Like, it's a Benefield, yeah. It's a lot, dude. La Llorona. That's me. No, Melania is La Llorona. That's actually, she's wailing by the river. It's just too much. I think we get PTSD from it. Quite frankly. Anyway, this is the scary robot future we got coming to us. And we probably deserve it. All right. I'm going to play you the video of This Is Next. These kids found Epstein's jet in the woods. And they start going through it. And they find a weird tit toy. And the tit toy is in the Prince Andrew pictures. I will link this account below so that you can find it yourself if you would like to see whatever videos they put out on this. And that robot does have huge hands, unlike Trump. So here we go. Check this out. Okay, so at Zopal on TikTok, I'm going to slow it down and turn it down so that we can see it a little slower and get a, oh, nope, that's faster. Get a better eye of what's going on out here on this jet. Okay. So that's concerning. And you know what else is concerning? When you haven't contacted Morgan & Morgan, just kidding. But I will be doing more Jesse Weber segues in the future. I have to take Hugin out. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take a quickie break, okay, for you to go drain your lizards and, you know, take your Hugins out to poop. And let's just all rest and manifest on what we just saw, which is a lot of evidence getting touched by strangers on the internet. Oh, no. If I were the government, I would have secured that jet a long time ago, pop a search warrant on that bad boy, and go figure out what's on that USB. Because aren't they looking for video, audio, and any? If you have any tips, please let that be. Here's a plane in the fucking woods. That is the Lolita Express that has a bunch of evidence on it. Ooh, yikes. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, because that's not good. And now I'm having an anxiety attack. We're going to punish ourselves again, but it's for the great callousing inside of our souls. Please enjoy.
你好 Jack 我改变主意了我到这里来找
把手给我闭上眼睛快闭上！上来，抓住栏杆， 偷看？
我没偷看。
跨到栏杆上。抓住了，抓紧点儿，眼睛闭好了吗？相信我吗？
我相信你。
好了，睁开眼睛。
我飞了，这个。
来，伸出手，我拉你回来。
Get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. roof. I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy ain't grilling on the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't driving on the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that? Damn, you got tools on your back. Driving on the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy get on the roof. Shit, big boy get loose. Shit, big boy get loose. I ain't never seen a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never, oh shit, you falling on the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy hop on the roof. How you do it like that? Shit, you just like a back. Shit, you pick up your back. I ain't never seen a big boy get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get your ass out the roof. Get your ass back out the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy leap on the roof. Take a big ass off.
Drive the fuck up there or you're gonna get booted the fuck out of here. Yeah, no, fine. Enough. No, you're not a tough guy. Hurry up. I'll fucking promise you that. Hurry up. He's pretty tough. Not that fucking tough.
No, he's not.
Not that fucking
He's not.
tough.
He's not tough.
No, he's pretty tough.
He's not tough.
Fucking tough.
You're not tough.
Hey,
You're not tough.
Let's get going.
Get going.
Or you can play behind us all and you can take all the fucking time you want. This is
golf.
fucking
You're not
embarrassing.
tough.
This is golf. This is not
Yeah,
golf.
it's not.
You can stand there 15 fucking minutes.
You
That's
can't
not
even.
golf.
You guys can't even stand
up.
and tee your ball up, man.
He's not teeing it up. He's standing
Do
there.
we need to get the
moron.
police out here?
No, we don't need police. We're not.
Okay, then let's get going here.
Let's go. Pick your shit up and get going. This is not fun. We're what? I'm gonna throw him in this fucking lake. Is what's gonna happen. No, fuck you both. This is fucking bullshit. They've been sitting there for fucking 23 minutes.
Well, cry about it. Fucking cry about it.
I'm going to.
Fucking cry about
I'm
it.
gonna fucking
You
cry about
fucking
it.
pussy.
I'm a pussy.
Like, fucking cry about it.
Hey, buddy, you're gonna get fucking shit to.
I don't give a fuck.
Like badly.
Good. Let's fucking
badly.
go, man.
Buddy, you don't want to go me.
Nope, I'm not filming this. I'm not stopping. No, you guys need to get off the golf course.
Yeah, we will, man.
No, now. Like, pack up, go now. Get in the car and go.
I don't know what you're doing. You're not scaring anybody. You're just making yourself.
Hey, man. Come on, man. Hey. Hey.
Off to a good start, buddy.
I fucking told you. Man, leave him alone.
You want to know?
He
You
just
want one
fucking
too?
came at me. Leave him alone, man.
I got it all on record.
It's around the goal.
I got it all on record.
Around the goal. Hey. You want to fucking go, guys? Leave him alone. Hey, leave him alone, man.
I wouldn't keep going back, you fucking moron.
Hey.
I'm not quite sure why I'm here or what I'm doing, but there's a reason.
Ma'am, we're discussing the rezoning for the Portillos. Do you have any comments on that?
For what?
We're discussing the rezoning on 53rd for...
Well, I live on 63rd.
Again, we're here to hear comments about the rezoning.
Well, I don't like Facebook, and I don't like the internet because I can't find a job. The library blocked my password. Now tell me, does that make any sense to you?
It makes no sense to me. And you know what else doesn't make sense to me? A quadruple amputee that is a cornhole champion killing someone with a handgun while driving a Tesla. But it's about to make sense. And for some reason, Fox News was the first to report it. So let's go.
Back in here to live now from Fox. I am Andy Mack. The unbelievable headline of all unbelievable headlines: as a professional cornhole player with no arms and no legs is accused of murder in Maryland. You can see this from our Fox 5 DC partners there in Charles County, as Dayton James Weber of La Plata is accused of shooting and killing Bradrick Michael Wells during an argument. Let's take you out right now to our Fox 5 team on this report.
In the investigation, but there is no evidence at this point to suggest anybody else was involved in the shooting, and that he acted alone on this.
Now watch closely. You're looking at the man accused of murder in this case. Video from his TikTok page titled...
So I guess like my first question, is it on normal speed? Yeah, she just talks fast. My first question was how. Also, my next question is, what the fuck, Dill Hole in the house? What's up, Dill Hole? What's up, Dill Holio? How are you doing, hun? A starfish man, with all due respect to other starfish people. Yeah, no prints like my buddy Robert, R.I.P. He's using his ends, his burnt ends, his nubs to pick up a handgun, which is a feat. I'm not talking shit. This is incredible, to be honest. And he's gonna shoot the gun. Now, the issue with this story is he also did it in a car to someone, which then killed them. And he also is really good at cornhole. And this is just a lot. It's a lot to take in. Okay. So that happened. And I didn't do it. He did it. Well, I don't know what you call it. And also, is nub spelled with an N or a K? Can someone OSINT that for me? Because that's going to keep me awake at night. K or N? Knubs or nubs? Nubbies. Unarmed people. Yep. You and Satan are on the same page with that one. And I think so too, Derek. I have it. The FBI gave me adult onset dyslexia and weed. It is a bit of a Mad Libs. I am a mad liberal. And I am quite fascinated by it. So there he is with a gun. For entertainment purposes only, but this is the news, so not right now. He had a bulletproof alibi without these videos. Yeah, pretty much. But also, unfortunately, there were witnesses in the back seat who didn't stop him and did have arms and legs, and they were able to get out. Oh, yeah, that's the next part. So he could dump the body. So he could drive away and dump the body. Again, as humans, we are capable of amazing things, but we still shouldn't shoot people.
No hands, no feet, shooting 9mm handgun. His name is Dayton James Weber, a 27-year-old quadruple amputee and professional cornhole player.
A lot of dicks got shot off that day. This fella, let's go back and look at that. Because what on earth? What does he have left to lose? His head. His head. He's literally tis but a flesh wound. You feel me? This is a tis but a flesh wound situation. We are looking at that night. You have more questions now. I have no answers. Listen to me right now. I have no answers. I have questions. I wish I could give you the answers, but how? I want to be clear. I'm not trying to be rude. I think it is amazing that this is possible, but I don't think it's good that he did it. Does that make sense?
Page titled No Hands, No Feet, Shooting 9mm Handgun. His name is Dayton James Weber, a 27-year-old quadruple amputee and professional cornhole player. This all started around 10:30 last night when La Plata police officers were flagged down by two witnesses near Radio Station Road. Charles County Sheriff's investigators say Weber was the driver when he shot and killed his front seat passenger, then asked those in the back seat to help get rid of the body. They refused.
Is it rude to say that he's all tits and ass? Am I allowed to say? You know what? I apologize. I apologize for who I am, why I am, and what. I know that's what I'm saying. Tis but a flesh wound, dude. He's the Black Knight. He really is. This is a lot. Yeah, canceled. I'm done. I'm done for. I'm going to just start I'm going to just start discussing things that are not confusing and complicated to me. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should focus on what I can explain, because I'm working my way through this too. You know, I guess we're doing this together. This is our kinetic dance. It's not mental gymnastics quite yet. It's just mental kinetic dance. Okay? In Northport. I'm Bob Wilfong.
Got out of the car and alerted police. Weber took off with the victim in the car, identified as 27-year-old Bradrick Wells. 2 hours later, and about 15 miles away, Wells's body was found dumped in someone's front yard in Charlotte Hall, Maryland. Soon after, Weber's car was tracked to a gas station in Charlottesville, Virginia. He was found at a hospital nearby and arrested after...
Grounded for being hilarious. I don't condone what Derek says, but I'm glad he said it, because god damn, Derek. Yeah, he's a deadly torso. He's I mean, again, he's all tits and ass. He's just, you know how they say assholes and elbows. That's what we got here, right? This is who does he look like? He looks like one of the chicks from Orange is the New Black, maybe? I don't know. He looks like someone very familiar. I can't figure it out. Yeah, he's the original Heed. He's just all Heed. Just cruising through PA in a fucking Tesla. No arms, no legs. Just did a fucking straight up murder. Cornhole champion. What could go wrong, you know? What could go wrong? The library definitely blocked his password. The library bar. He is Maggie in the starsuit. He needs to be Maggie in the starsuit holding a gun, pointing it at Mr. Burns. This man is terrifying. Like, this is... It's a lot.
For his release.
I think the witnesses helping really gave us a good start, obviously. And then it was excellent police work with not only our detectives and La Plata Police, but also the authorities in Virginia.
All right, we're going to continue to follow this as this professional cornhole player, the quadruple amputee, accused of murder in Maryland. Of course, Weber was located by police in a hospital in Charlottesville, Virginia, arrested and charged as a fugitive from justice. He'll be extradited to Charles County, charged with first-degree murder, second-degree murder, as well as other charges. So,
and that includes Washington.
Okay, and we have more. Also, I do have some video of him cornholing in a little bit, so you can see it. Because why not?
Where people travel from all across the country to compete against the best cornhole throwers, includes some local men and women. WNCT's Zora Stevenson has more on how one Maryland teen is now a part of the Beaufort County.
Oh wait, this is it. This is the old. So this is from when he was a teen, I believe, and he started cornholing. He started cornhole championing. Jesus Christ.
Family.
Yes, here for the cornhole tournament, hanging out with good people, great friends. No.
Just an absolute inspiration.
I feel like it's a blessing from God that I'm like this, because I help people get through their day without even doing anything special.
Dayton Weber may not look like you and I. All his limbs were amputated when he was just a baby. But
I would argue not doing anything special. Sir, you're surviving without arms and legs and having a good time cornholing. I'd say that's pretty cool. That's pretty special. Not trying to talk his ass up after he murdered someone, but let's be real here. That's pretty fucking special.
You and I. All his limbs were amputated when he was just a baby. But when it comes to cornhole, no one notices the difference.
I just do everything everybody else does.
The Maryland Cornhole State champ spent his holiday here.
All for cornhole.
In Washington, North Carolina.
This is where the greatest throwers in cornhole are.
Our state is home to some of the best cornhole players in the world. The reigning world champion is from Martin County.
Oh.
In order to be the best, you have to play the best.
Oh, really?
Cornhole is about more than throwing a bean bag into a hole. It's about community.
We all kind of become friends before we become competitors.
Dayton is now a part of the Washington family. They don't just respect him for his mean cornhole shot, they respect his character.
If we all could, just kind of be a little bit like him, it'd be a whole lot better place.
Good luck.
Oh, same time.
Zora Stevenson, 9 on your side.
A number of people from our area will compete at the Cornhole World Championships later this month.
For years. There he is. 25 years old out of Charlotte Hall, Maryland.
Leave the door open, baby.
A couple
Now,
out to the
Sweet
right.
Home Alabama is playing in the background. Okay. So I have to pause it. Also, I can't show you the rest of this without pausing it because copyright. And I am required to commentate on this in order to not get a copyright hit. So I guess if I had to say something, I would say there's some damn good cornholing going on.
Can Dayton Weber take advantage here? Bag two is going to be good. He's up 4 points in the round after 2 bags from each.
You got this. It's all right.
It's going to set up a field goal for him. He's got a lot of room to work with.
Okay. And there you go. There you go. He lost his limbs because he had a staph infection when he was little. Mitty. He lost his arms and legs because he was talking back to his father. Do you kids understand? Okay. And that's what happens when you're bad. God bless you, Dill. God bless you. I have to go pick up my common law Hugin. But I can't leave without you knowing about this heated pickleball situation that landed a couple in jail. I'm going to let this play through. And I'm going to do a Florida ending, which is when I dip at the most inappropriate time, but likely because the cops are on the way. Okay? I apologize for anybody that I offended tonight. I'd like you to please blame Steven. He writes everything I do. He writes for me. He's my lead writer, intern, but she's sick. And Nub is spelled with an N, not a K. With that said, this is the couple stole a golf cart, wrestled an alligator, got in a pickleball fight, a big brawl, ended up fucked up. Actually, this is a different couple that this happened to, or is it the same? They look different. This might happen to 2 couples. One involves a gator in a retirement community. I don't know anymore. There's too many situations where couples are fighting over pickleball, and I don't even know what it is. Pickles aren't shaped like balls. Okay, there, I said it. I love you guys. God bless you. I'm sorry people are like this. Yeah, that's the ending.